Well, good evening, everyone, and once again, thank you for joining us on our live stream. Tonight, we are blessed with some beautiful music from Andrea Dawn. I was listening to her earlier, and I can't wait to hear what we're getting tonight. Her eclectic style is it's beautiful. We're in for a real treat tonight. As usual, we are streaming it all live from the venue directly into your living room. There will be a link posted for donations tonight. If you have the means, please donate. Andrea has been so kind to give back the donations tonight, so she is also donating to the venue, and we applaud her for that. So now, go grab some snacks, or hopefully you already have them, cozy up, and get ready for a beautiful night of live music. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Dawn.
Yesterday we had some rain, but all in all, I can't complain. Was it dusty on the train? P.S. I love you. To the Browns just as soon as you're able. They came around to call. I burned a hole in the dining room table. And let me see, I guess that's all. Nothing else for me to say, and so I'll close. Oh, by the way, everybody's thinking of you. P.S. I love you. I do my best to obey all your wishes. I put a sign up, think. Now I've got to buy us a new set of dishes. I'll wash the ones that are piled in the sink. Nothing else to tell you, dear, except each day feels like a year. Every night I'm dreaming of you. P.S. I love you. P.S. I love you. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Andrea Dawn, and this is my very good and talented friend, Jax Down Martinez. So thank you for being with me tonight, Jax. Makes me feel a little bit less lonely with the no audience thing. That's I was telling Jax earlier, I feel like I'm going to overshare because I don't realize how many people are actually going to be able to see this, so everybody just get ready. I haven't written much new material in the last few years, and I'm actually going to talk about that a little bit later, but I decided that tonight I would do some of the songs that, some old songs that I've always loved, or newer songs that just get me right in the feels. So we're going to do some of that, and I will do some of my own from some of my older records. So thank you so much for tuning in and listening. There's a saying old says that love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm going to seek a certain lad I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the big affair I cannot forget. Only man I ever think on with regret. I'd like to add his initial to my monogram. Shepherd for this lost lamb. There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Although he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he carries the key. Won't you tell him please to put on some speed? Follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone who'll watch over me. Someone who'll watch over me. I love that arrangement. Jack's found that arrangement. I absolutely love it. So we are going to do a little switcheroo. I'm going to play some of my originals, and then Jack's will come up later. So bear with us as we do our little switch here. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too painful. Okay, so I'm going to do some of my... Ooh, Could I get a little reverb in the, yeah, thank you. Helps me tolerate myself a little bit better. So I'm going to do a couple of songs from my last 2 records, mostly my last record, Doll. So I guess a little bit of backstory. So I used to live in Aurora. I lived in Aurora for 6 years. And I really feel like Aurora is kind of my adopted hometown. Aurora is where I was in my 20s. And, well, we've all experienced 20s. Well, some of us, some of the younger folks watching maybe have not. But 20s are interesting. I'm very happy to be in my 30s now. So thank you to Aurora for bearing with me through my 20s. But I really haven't written a lot of new music lately. I moved to Berwyn and got married and had a baby. And I have to say, so my son Chance was born the morning, that night, was the first debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. So I had an extraordinarily long labor, well, it feels extraordinary to me, that ended in a C-section. And so I just remember this very delirious day, right? My son was born at 6:30 in the morning, and I've always loved like presidential elections and things like that, and debates. I've always loved debates. And I just remember like holding my newborn baby, and my husband Kevin is by my side, and we're both watching this debate. And honestly, it just has felt like since that day, like we entered a different timeline. I don't know if any of you have seen the show Community. They do like a whole episode about different timelines in life and stuff. So it's just sort of this theoretical thing. But I feel like we entered a different timeline. And since then, I've just been overwhelmed with not only, the responsibility of parenthood, and just like, I've just been absorbing every moment of our kids. I also have a stepson, of our kids' young lives. But then also in the last 4 years, I've just been kind of devastated. The kids have been the bright spot in a really tough 4 years that hasn't, I wish that I could write about the things that have affected me in the last 4 years, but I just haven't been able to. I wish I could write about I live in Berwyn now, and we've gone through so much. We had vigilantes in our streets that our police allowed. I know that they would like for me to stop talking about that. But just things that like really opened up my eyes to the country that I'm living in, and I haven't been able to put that into song. So I just felt like tonight that explanation should be given, or I should talk about that it's just, I just haven't, it has sucked sort of all the creativity out of me, I guess. But is a good thing that I'm more awake now to the world that I actually live in, and that some of my friends have lived in for a very long time and were awake to. But it's just been so crazy that Chance, my son, was born, and then it was like, you're in a different timeline now. Get used to it. So anyways, I am going to do some songs that are on records that maybe you've heard, and maybe that's great. If you're looking for new material, I don't have any. But Jax is going to come back after I do some of my songs, and we'll do some more of these this fun music that I've always loved. So I hope you guys enjoy tonight's show. In a desperate move, I am full of fire, but it makes me warm to the touch. If you want me, you must let me know. I won't always be so tameable. If you want me, you must let me know. I won't always be so tameable. I'm getting strong. They falling now and again. So let it be known if you want If you want me, you must let me know. I won't always be so tameable. If you want me, you must let me know. I won't always be so. I am not myself when I breathe your air. So I learned to live without, and I'm almost there. Thank you. So I do have a cold. That's why I'm drinking whiskey, or is a very good excuse to, right? No, really, I am not like a huge fan of whiskey, but it does help clear up my vocal cords. But I'm going to try to make it through tonight as gracefully as possible. But I thought this cold would be gone by now. And after like a year and a half indoors, I was like, no, there's no way. I haven't performed in 2 years. There's no way the universe would give me a cold this week, or at least it'll be over by Sunday. But no, that's not how life works. So, yeah, there's my excuse for when I don't sound so great, but it is true. This song is called Your Face, Your Shoes. I'm sure that I've talked about why it has such a weird title before when it should be called I Think I Like You. But there's a lyric in the song that says, I want to sit on your chair and put on your clothes. And my bandmates at the time just kind of kept rolling with that. I want to wear your shoes, and it's just kind of a funny thing. So this song is called Your Face, Your Shoes for no reason, but I hope you like it. expecting to, but I think I do. I think I like you. I think I like you. You ask about my day, though I may not have much to say. You listen anyway. I wasn't expecting to, but I think I do. I think I like you. 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 Call the minute after I leave, getting used to your eagerness to please. What am I gonna do with you, my dear? I've got a few ideas. Let me whisper in your ear. I wanna put on your clothes and sit in your chair. That may be the closest I get to you. I wasn't expecting to, but I think I do. I think I like you. 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 Thank you. So I was feeling a little self-conscious, I guess, about this. Actually, it leads into this next song fairly well. About doing this show because, like many people, I did a lot of eating during quarantine, and I was like, man, I was feeling self-conscious. Let's just put it that way. But then I thought about the things that really mattered in life, like the fact that I still have a very pretty face. No, I'm kidding. That my body has gotten me through this year, and that's pretty freaking great. I'm not going to swear because I think my niece is watching. I was going to swear, but you're welcome to my sister Sally. I'm not gonna. I'm thankful that my body got me through this year, and not everybody that I love made it through this past year. And For the rest of you, I know a lot of people are feeling self-conscious about their body this year, and I want to say a lot of you look good with some like thick on you. I have to say, you guys look good. So, welcome to the thick party. It's not bad. We eat good food and we still get laid. So, sorry, Sally. So this next song is called All the Other Girls, and it was actually a similar experience. I was in New York City, I was playing some gigs, and feeling very self-conscious that New York City is actually full of like model-looking people, and they like walk in shoes that I'm just like not capable or interested in trying to walk in. And I was feeling very down about myself, and but then I thought about the gifts that I've been given in life, and would I trade being able to play the piano in order to like look perfect? And like absolutely not. So the song is kind of framed like it's about a man, but it's not. It's just that like that's how I know how to frame songs. But the song is really about all the other girls can have everything else. I get to be me, and I get to have the gifts that I have, and that's a lot. So, it sounds like a very bitchy song, but I hope that it actually just inspires other women who feel self-conscious to just fully embrace themselves. So, I'm gonna scoot the chair back because this one gets intense with the piano playing. So. With their pretty little curls and their pretty little shoes, they've got everything, don't they? All the other girls with their pretty little curls and their pretty little shoes and their pretty little dresses, they've got everything, don't they? But they don't have you. They want to. They can just sit and think about it some more. Oh, they don't have you, and they better not try to. They can have everything else in the world. Oh, all the other girls. The girls, well, they just drive me mad, and I try to keep up, but it seems like so much. They've got everything, don't they? All the other girls, well, they're standing so tall with their 5-inch heels and their hair lovely long. They've got it all, don't they? But they don't have you. They want to. They can just sit and think about it some more. Oh, they don't have you, and they better not try to. They can have everything else in the world. Oh, all the other girls. So lovely most of the time. I wanna be what they are. Oh, but they're missing something. They're missing everything. Yeah, I think that that they don't have you, and I bet that they want to. They can just sit and think about it some more. Oh, they don't have you, and they better not try to. They can have everything else in the world. Oh, all the other girls. Whew. See what I have next. I didn't write down my set list. Okay. So this next song is a song called Love Always. And I have to say, when I first started seeing my husband, Kevin, this song concerned him. Although a lot of songs should have concerned him, and I tell him this all the time, that like, you know, I question his judgment a little bit after listening to my records and deciding I would be a good person to date and marry. Thankfully for him, I have grown a lot. Oh my God, he's taking care of our son right now. He's not watching this. He's gonna watch this later and possibly be mortified. I don't know. But this song is called Love Always, and it says, love always fades away when you want it to stay, and love always hangs around when you want it to fade. And I think that in retrospect, and after doing a lot of growing, personal growing and reading, that's longing. There's really a difference between love and longing, and our sort of our social, I guess, constructs, or our media and our songs and our movies, like they portray love as longing. And yeah, longing always fades away when you want it to stay, and longing always hangs around when you need it to fade. Love is something totally different. And that's really what I've learned in the last 5 or 6 years or so, is that love is really different than that. It's not a feeling, although, you know, sometimes it produces feelings. And it's really not about, you know, the other thing is, like, for me, for a long time, love was about, like, what am I receiving? Like, me. And so much of love is about what you're giving. So much of love is in action. And, you know, I hope this doesn't break anybody's hearts. Maybe if you're in your 20s, but probably not if you're any older than that. But, like, nobody is going to fill the void, guys. Like, that's all you. Like, you make yourself happy. You fulfill yourself. That's not somebody else's job. They're like the cherry on top. And that's kind of what love is. It's a choice. And I really I don't think I got that. And so this song, I think, is still, yeah, I mean, I still like it, but really it's longing. It's not love. So. Love always fades away when you need savor only one peace of mind. 'Cause love always fades away when you need it to stay. And love always hangs around when you need it to fade. Well, we have got no idea what we need, do we know? Lord knows there should be a sign to point it all out, that we could fucking make up our minds, that we've been stumbling on the edge of most of the time. 'Cause love always fades away when you need it to stay. And love always hangs around when you need it to fade. Love always, love always, love always, 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 love always. It'll drive you mad in time to savor only one peace of mind. 'Cause love always fades away when you need it to stay. And love always hangs around when you need it to fade. Love always, love always, love always. Whew. Feels good to play that with some retrospect, actually. This is the last one I'm going to do of mine. And then my beautifully talented friend Jax is going to come back up and actually perform a whole song for you guys. And I think you will be amazed, and I will be upstaged. But yeah, I think same thing for this next song. This next song is called Conversations, and it's the last song on my album, Doll. And I distinctly remember playing this record through to my friend Andre Salz, which probably, if you're watching, many of you know, and who has interestingly been a key person in the development of my life, which I think is beautiful because I just love him dearly. But I remember I played the record through to him before it released, and this song is called Conversations, and it's, if you don't want me, then you don't give my conversations, which I also think is funny because, I think a lot of songs, it's like, hey, if you don't want me, you don't get to sleep with me anymore. But for me, I was like, if you don't want me, you don't get my conversations anymore. So apparently that's how highly I think of my conversation skills, which is just funny to me now. But I think my husband would agree. Brilliant conversationalist. But I remember listening through to this with my friend Andre, and he was like, yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful record. He's like, but the last song, he goes, it's the wrong message. And I totally knew what he meant because it's the last song on the record, so it closes out this whole story of love from its absolute peak to just total despair. And in that total despair, it's like, oh, well, if you don't want me, then you don't get all of these things from me. When really it should have been like I don't need you to feel good. That should have been the message, and not in a cruel way. Obviously, we need each other desperately. We need connection, and I think we learned that a lot in the past year or so, although some of us have been enjoying, some of introverts have been slightly enjoying the solitude, but we desperately need each other in relationships. But in this context, in the romantic context, if you don't want me, it's like, no, I'm okay, I'm good without you, I don't need you to be okay. So I don't know, it kind of feels good to play this song with that context as well, with having sort of the healing part of it. And I've always wanted to write another record that, ever since Andre said that, it's the wrong message. I'm like, oh, well, the next record is gonna correct the message, right? But as I said earlier, I just haven't had it in me with so many things going on in the world and with the kids and everything. So maybe someday, right? I'm not ancient, so maybe someday that next record is coming. Who knows? No more word, friends, it's the ugliest word I've ever heard to undo this dovetail we're in. No more apologies, it's clear to see you're done with me, at least in the capacity you had me in. But if you don't want me, then you don't get my conversations. If you don't want me, you forfeit all your expectations, and I will not be your second string to hang frustrations. And if you don't want me, oh, you don't want me, oh, you don't want me, you don't get me. Control your stare, and don't you dare come anywhere near me. I'm confident, I'm insecure around you, and positive I'm not about to find myself riding upon your path again. If you don't want me, then you don't get my conversations. If you don't want me, you forfeit all your expectations, and I will not be your second string to hang frustrations. If you don't want me, You don't want me, you don't get me. I've got a lot to give, and I'm gonna make sure you don't get any more of Thank you guys for listening. We're gonna do another little switcheroo, and Jax is gonna come back up and just thrill you guys. No pressure, Jax. I'm gonna take a small break, and then we're gonna come back and do some more of these tunes that I love. So about 5 songs left.
For inviting me to join you. Like a lot of music makers right now, this is the first time I have been able to make live music in person with someone else in like over a year. So this is a real treat. So thank you so much. This next song is a favorite song of mine by one of my all-time favorite artists, which is Rufus Wainwright. I know Andrea is a big fan as well. We actually, coincidentally, were both at a concert of his in Chicago a couple years ago. Not together, but ended up both there at the same time, which was kind of fun. And so this is a song that he wrote when his mom was very sick. She was dying, and she was at the end of her life. They knew it would be soon. And I think the lyrics of the song are just kind of, they're all over the place. And I think that's what happens, at least to me, when I'm going through something really stressful. It's just like hard for me to string thoughts together or speak in a coherent way. And I think that's kind of where this song is at. He was just in the midst of something really stressful, and I think the lyrics kind of reflect that. So yeah, I'm going to share this with you. Where you been, Zebulon? What you doing in this song? Skating on the ice of song, about to go under. My mother's in the hospital. My sister's at the opera. I'm in love, but let's not talk about it. There's so much to tell you. I
I believe in freedom. Freedom's apparently all I need. But who's ever been free in this world? Who has never had to bleed in this world? All I need are your eyes. Your nose was always too big for your face. Still, it made you look kinda sexy. More like someone who belongs in the human race. Where you been, Zebulon? Let's meet up, why not tonight? In the lane behind the schoolyard, and we'll have some tea and ice cream.
All right, I think Andrew's going to come back up, and we're going to do a couple more songs for you.
Told you guys. That was beautiful, Jax. Thank you.
Thanks.
Ooh. So the next song that I'm going to do is called Misty. And so one of those people that I love that didn't make it through the past year was my grandmother. And she used to, when I was younger and lived at my parents' house, she used to come over, and I remember, just so distinctly remember her, I'd sit at the piano, and she would come sit next to me, and I had this book of like standards, and I was always a terrible sight reader, which is why Dax is here, because I am still a terrible music reader, period. But I would try to fumble my way through things all the time. And my grandma would come over and she would sit down on the bench next to me and she would just flip open this jazz standards book and she knew right where the song was. And she would get to Misty and she would just tap on it. Like she's in a bar, like this one, and I just loved that. And so my sister and I performed this at her memorial service. She passed away last year. And she was really, I've talked a lot about her, so if you go on my social media pages, you'll see the whole history. She was an orphan. She built our whole family from the just absolute tragedy after tragedy that she endured when she was young. So losing her has been just really huge for our family. But I feel like when I sing this, I can honor her a little bit. So this is Misty. like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello, this music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. Can't you see that you're leading me on? And that's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own. Will I wander through this wonderland alone? Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I get misty and too much in love. Too misty and too much in love. Thank you. Thanks, Jax. That was for my grandma and my papa, who's still with us and just an amazing man and misses her dearly. So the next song, to totally shake things up. So the first song I did is called P.S. I Love You. And I know it from a movie called For the Boys with Bette Midler. And I was in dance class a lot when I was younger. And this was a song that my sister did a tap dance to. There's a video of it somewhere I would love to embarrass her with. But I loved Bette Midler. And I still love Bette Midler. And like so many songs that I have loved have been Bette Midler, and so that was like a huge part of my, there was like Fiona Apple and Led Zeppelin, but also Bette Midler, so I would say that's pretty well-rounded, but Bette Midler's been a staple for me, you guys, so this song is one that she has done. I don't think that she was the first. This song is called In These Shoes, and let's do it. Yeah. Once met a man with a sense of adventure. He was dressed to thrill wherever he went. He said, let's make love on a mountaintop, under the stars on a big hard rock. I said, in these shoes? I don't think so. I said, honey, let's do it here. So I'm sitting at bar in Guadalajara, and in walks a guy with a faraway look in his eyes. He said, I've got a powerful horse outside. Climb on the back and I'll take you for a ride. I know a little place we can get there for the break of day. I said, in these shoes, what is this, the Peace Corps? I said, honey, let's stay right here. No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, como se puede bailar, es un escándalo. Then I met an Englishman. Oh, he said, are you from Aurora? Won't you walk up and down my spine? It makes me feel so strangely alive. I said, in these shoes, I doubt you'd survive. I said, honey, let's do it. No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, como se puede bailar, es un escándalo. No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, como se puede bailar, es un escándalo. No le gusta caminar, no puede montar a caballo, no se puede bailar, es un escándalo. Oh, okay, that was fun. Okay, we have 2 left. How are we doing on time? Good. Good enough? Good. Okay, sorry, I talked too much, which is weird. I didn't think I was going to do that. Okay, this is a song called The Art Teacher. This is also by Rufus Wainwright. I threw this at us last minute, so if it goes poorly, totally my fault. But this is for all the other people who have always loved older men. There was in uniform, looking at the art teacher. I was just a girl then, and never have I loved since then. He was not that much older than I was. He had taken our class to the Metropolitan Museum. He asked me what our favorite work of art was, but never could I tell him it was him. Oh, I wish I could tell him. Oh, I wish I could have told him. I looked at the Rubens and Rembrandts. I liked the John Singer Sargents. He told me he liked Turner, and never have I turned since then. No, never have I turned to any other man. All this having been said, I married an executive company head. All this having been done, a Turner. I own one. Here I am in this uniformish pantsuit sort of thing, thinking of the art teacher. I was just a girl then, and never have I loved since then. No, never have I loved any other man. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I haven't performed in like years. Actually, the last time I performed was here. I did one song for the Christmas show last year, year before last, I guess. But I really appreciate being back here in Aurora, and it feels like home, and it feels comfortable. And y'all have always been so supportive of me through so many up and downs, and and for everybody who is listening or watching outside of Aurora, my Berwyn people, if you are watching, I really appreciate it. This is a part of my life that I have not explored very much since I moved to Berwyn, so I really appreciate you guys listening or watching and whatnot. So please donate to the venue. Venues and musicians have struggled so much in the past year or so. So please, 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 even if you hate us, I should have said this earlier, because if they hate us, they're gone. Even if you hate us, please donate to the venue. Let's support the arts. It's really vital for our communities, and this is such an amazing place, so please donate. And so our last one tonight is called I Walk a Little Faster. Pretending that we'll meet round each and every corner, I walk a little faster. Pretending life is sweet, 'cause love's around the corner, I walk a little faster. Can't begin to see my future shine as yet. No sign as yet. You're mine as yet. find as yet. Keep bumping into walls and taking lots of falls. And though I often meet round each and every corner with nothing but disaster, I set my chin a little higher, hope a little longer, build a little stronger castle in the air, and hoping you'll be there. I walk a little faster, pretending that we'll meet each time I turn a corner. I walk a little faster, pretending life is sweet, 'cause love's around the corner. I walk a little faster, can't begin to see my future shine as yet, no sign as yet, you're mine as yet. Rushing to a face I can't define as yet. Keep bumping into walls and taking lots of falls. And though I often meet round each and every corner with nothing but disaster, I set my chin a little higher, hope a little longer, build a little stronger castle in the air, and hoping you'll be there. I walk a little faster. Thank you guys so much. We've had such a great time. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the venue. Thank you, everybody. Have a fabulous night.